MLB The Show has baseball on tap from lovely Citi Field in Flushing, Queens. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the New York Yankees and the New York Mets. With Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, and Dan, two big-time power arms featured in this one.
Yeah, man, we've got a couple of right-handers that can bring the noise here. Both of these guys, big power arms. Philo plays in the game of baseball. Also, a good assortment of breaking pitches. If these two guys are on, I think you're going to see a lot of swings and misses in this ballgame.
It's interleague baseball. Next on the show, Marcus Stroman, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Marcus Strowman, not a real big guy. First-round draft pick out of Duke University. Good power sinker, 92 to 94 miles an hour. His slider is good. Will throw an occasional curveball and changeup. His best trait, ultimate competitor.
And that sends DJ LeMahieu into the box. And we are ready for some daytime baseball. First offering on its way. Upper part of the zone there, but taken for a strike.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
And it's quickly 0-2.
Well, the key for him on the mound is to keep the ball down. Certainly, hollow of the knee or lower. Sinker changeup guy, if he's going to succeed against this lineup, he's got to keep the ball down.
Great afternoon for baseball here. 71 degrees, the temperature at first pitch. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Just hung in there on that one. Now another 2-2.
You got a full count. 3-2.
It's a fine line for working down in the zone on 2-2 and bouncing one in there that basically stands no chance at getting swung at. Right there, he basically spiked that one right into the dirt, and now he has to find the zone on a 3-2 pitch.
Here's a fly ball, well hit. Racing back, the right fielder on the warning track. He makes the catch. With that, here's a look at the Yankees' starting lineup. How do they go about taking down their division rival, Mark DeRosa?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today. And they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not.
The windup and the 0-1. Popped him up. Alonso over to his left, and he makes the catch for the second out.
That is third.
2 down, no one on base, and that'll bring up the former American League Rookie of the Year, Big Aaron Judge. First delivery to him. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
One ball, 2 strikes, you count. No,
and that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, got to feel like it's a win for the offense.
Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball.
That's a great sinker right there. These batters are going to have to bear down, because if he's got that good pitch working, it's going to be a long game. They might have to sit off speed.
Line drive to center field. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. It's the Yankees 0. Mets coming to bat It's the Subway Series of New York, and it's on the show. Garrett Cole, the California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low threes, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Leading up.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Now a swing, and this ball is crushed straight away center field. Looking up is Hicks. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. And the Mets are on the board first, 1-0. I'm sure you know it's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
If you're on the mound right here, you got to trust your catcher and execute. You know who's coming up to the plate.
Outside, 3-0 now. Cole, or the Cole train as he's frequently called. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
Striding in is Jeff Mcneil. First pitch coming. Here it is. Nope. And that misses low and away. Ball 1. No strike. Bouncer up the middle. LeMahieu's got it. Torres at the bag. To Voit in time for the double play. For the moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. He hit over 320 last year, and that will get any pitcher's attention. They knew it when he was coming up, and they knew it when he was on the on-deck circle. Really impressive hitter.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
1 ball, 1 strike.
As a veteran out on the mound, that's a pitch that you expect to get a call on. Got to believe he keeps pounding that spot until he builds a rapport with the umpire.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit sharply on the ground, and that finds its way through for a base hit.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
The right fielder, Michael Conforto.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. Alonso leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Fouled off. The 1-1 is strike two, swinging.
1 and 2.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
2-2. 2 out with the man at first. And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Started to go around, but it's a called third strike anyway, and that will retire the side. Mets draw first blood thanks to this solo home run. Second inning coming up. It's 1-0 Mets. So now into the box is Luke Voigt. They'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch of the AB on its way. And a ball 1-0. Well, fans of good pitching are in for a treat today. What can we expect from today's matchup, guys?
I know everyone loves the long ball, Matty, but this is why I pay the price of a ticket right here. Two of the game's best, two of the hardest throwers competing at the top of their game. Dan, you have to love this stuff.
You know, D-Row, we thought coming into this one it was going to be a low-scoring affair. Both of these pitchers look like they're locked in early, and runs are going to be really difficult to come by. They both look like they're on point so far.
Now Voigt with a high fly ball out to deep left field. A leap, but he can't rein it in. It's off the wall. And the Yankees are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
This thing stays in the park, but let me tell you something. He absolutely crushed this thing. This park is no bandbox. It takes a lot to get one out of here, and he almost does it. It carried a long time and hit it halfway up the wall for a long double.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. Right back to him on the mound. And an unproductive at-bat that time as the runner holds at second with one away now.
Here's the defensive alignment for the New York Metropolitans. And can we please focus on Francisco Lindor, one of my favorite players in the game? Let's check a few boxes. Charisma, check. Switch hitter, check. Cannon for an arm, check. Hit for power, check. Enough said.
Next up will be Gleyber Torres. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one. We're in the second, 1-0 Mets early on. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
Hey, after those two breaking balls missed, you have to be sitting on a fastball right here. Three and one now as that misses down and in. Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Strowman comes set, trying to work it full on 3-1. Runner at second here with 1 man out. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Next, it'll be Aaron Hicks. The base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0. From the belt, kicks and deals.
2-0.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
From the stretch. On a good pitch there, it had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now. And it's fouled away. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and whip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
In now, Gary Sanchez. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. He's set. The 0-1.
1-1.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
Here's the 1-1. Voit over at second. Torres on at first with 2 down. Slow bouncer to the right side. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Clearly fired up to work out of that jam. More baseball on the show right after this. Bottom of the inning now, and set to go is the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
The third baseman, J.D. Davis.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he holds up here, but the pitch is a cold strike anyway. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hicks is under it. 1 down.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And the guy I want to focus on is second baseman DJ LeMahieu. I think what we need to take into consideration is his ability to play that position at 6'4", 6'5", with soft hands and the ability to turn a double play. We already know he's an offensive force.
Standing in now, Dominic Smith, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Ball.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. Here now the 2-2. Is a fastball that misses.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher, you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire. But what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
At the plate now, James Mccann. As he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. His career line against Garrett Cole. He's gone 5 for 13. He also has 1 home run. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
The count 1-1. Ball.
There's ball 2 as the slider dips
2
below
balls,
the zone.
1 strike.
Two and 2 to the Mets catcher.
I got the count. 2
That's
and
not
2.
really where you want to miss right there. I know this guy has got power stuff, but you can't live in the middle of the plate against this lineup and expect to have success.
And a full count for James Mccann. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
That walk is going to feel a little extra frustrating for this pitcher. Not only do you never really want to walk the number 8 hitter, but it's also going to let the pitcher hit this inning instead of forcing him to lead off the next one.
First pitch on the way. Marcus Stroman stands in as he can't connect here. 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike.
Ball, 1 strike.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
2 balls.
Swing and a miss. 2-2 now. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Mets strand 1. We play 2 innings. It's 1-0. Stepping in is Garrett Cole. 9-1-2 due up. Here's the first pitch. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
The 1-1 home. Swung on and missed for strike number 2.
He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Strowman gets the sign. Here comes the first pitch. Now a ball hit pretty well to left, but this is going to wind up in the seats foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Racing back the center fielder. Still ranging back. A leap, but it's off his glove. He hit the corner and tries for third. And he's in there at third with a one-out triple.
Wow, it looked like he was carrying a piano around the bases on that one, but somehow he makes it all the way around to third for a triple. Give credit where credit is due. Nobody in the park, including me, thought he had that in him.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton. 1-0 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals. Oh, and that ball's absolutely crushed down the line. Forget about it. That's going to stay fair and make it back-to-back home runs. A long two-run homer off the bat of Giancarlo Stanton. And the Yankees take the lead. It's 2-1. That home run is definitely worth giving the show track treatment to. And as we look at it, not only an impressive distance shot, but the 110 miles an hour exit velocity is nothing to scoff at either. That's a big boy home run. And that'll bring up Aaron Judge. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through. The 1-0. Judge is simply an all-around great defensive outfielder. Not only does he have great range and great hands, he's also got a plus arm, one that base runners and base coaches certainly have to be mindful of.
Absolutely. When you are in the meeting room preparing for this guy, it is the first thing that jumps off the page. Do not take the extra base.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Reined in. And there's out number two. Stepping in once again is Luke Voigt. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch.
Well, even though these two teams are in different leagues, they do play each other every year because of the crosstown rivalry, and it's always pretty fun.
Yeah, and for the players, Matt, they love it. Not only is there more on the line than usual, like bragging rights, but
We'll have to leave it there as the play is made for the third out. Yankees get a couple on the two-run home run. Bottom of the third coming up. 2-1 New York. So here's Brandon Nimmo. He'll lead things off against Garrett Cole.
He jumped all over breaking stuff last time up on that homer. So I got to believe in the back of his mind, he knows he's probably getting a fastball in during this sequence.
Ball one to start the at-bat. One and one to the Mets leadoff hitter.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
Oh, shaking his head on that knuckle curve. 1 and 2. In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Nimmo is retired, and there's one away.
Now batting.
So one man gone for the Mets in the third. That'll bring up the switch-hitting shortstop and perennial MVP candidate Francisco Lindor. In there for strike one, 0-1. And he fouls this one off.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And there are 2 away now. Next, it'll be Jeff McNeil. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 1 strike now from Cole. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. Down the line and fair. That's a hit. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Well, his team took the lead, and he's able to notch 2 outs, thinking he's going to shut him down here and preserve the lead. Not so fast. Batter comes up, laces a 2-out double, and is a base hit away from coming home to tie this thing.
Here's Pete Alonso as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. One and 0. Here it is. Now a swinging bunt. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1
2 out here and a runner at second. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Stanton has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. 2-out double left stranded. The 3 of us are back after this message and a word from our local stations. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Yankees manager Aaron Boone during the break about the team's offensive performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. All set for the start of the 4th, and that'll give way to the 3rd baseman, Gio Urshela. First pitch of the AB on its way. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Hit out towards second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Now batting, Lindor, Cole.
And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Urshela gets his lead at first, nobody out. On the ground is short. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first to complete the double play.
Now batting, the 7th fielder, Aaron Hicks.
And now in the box, Aaron Hicks. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. Yanks held in check as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And up next, the left-handed hitting Michael Conforto.
The right fielder, Michael Conforto.
First pitch of the AB now. One strike now from Cole.
Nope.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat to the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
J.D. Davis, the next at bat. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box now, Dominic Smith. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The 1-0 home. Misses, ball 2. Try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it, but when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your 1-run lead.
Up next, James Mccann, and we'll see if they can make him pay for the 2-out walk. Always considered a big no-no, of course. He's set. Here it comes.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Sent on the ground out to second. it turns out, the two-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Mets leave one. They still trail it here 2-1. All ready to go in the top of the fifth, and that'll bring up Gary Sanchez.
The catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball.
And that misses, ball one.
Counts 1-0.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
1-1.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Hit on the ground to third. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. So here now's the pitcher, Garrett Cole. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike one. Swing, and it misses. He pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Well, this is where you have to be really aggressive. 1-2 count on an American League pitcher that rarely bats. Go right after him.
A shot down the first baseline. He's got it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Base is empty, 2 away, and that'll bring in DJ LeMahieu. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
That's a ball.
A ball and no strikes.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball in the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least one pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
Fifth inning, 2-1 our score. That evens it up, 1-1. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. The throw is wild, and it gets away.
Their own pitcher is absolutely dealing right now, so this is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Giancarlo Stanton now. Fouled away. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Well thrown sinker that time, down but in the strike zone. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Mowing away with that one. It's 1-2. LeMahieu at second with 2 down. Bob trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
Here's the payoff pitch. No offer from Stanton. It's ball 4, so he'll head down to first.
Two ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
So it's first and second with 2 men gone, and that'll bring up the big bat of Aaron Judge. From the stretch. Looked like he was swinging no matter what that time as he goes way out of the zone at that offering. It's 0-1. Ready with the 0-1. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Hot shot to third. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left. Now a long throw home. And not in time as the run scores.
Dan, you were 1 pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a really nice.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
Luke Voigt stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And this one's over for a high strike. 1-1. Two balls and a strike to the Yankees' first baseman.
His pitch count is getting up there in the inning now. He needs to get this frame over with sooner than later, so forcing contact and getting the defense involved is probably the best thing he can do.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's fallen behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
The 3-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your A swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Scorched to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. And they will still manage to get him at first. A spectacular all-around play, and the inning is over. A run on 2 hits for the Yankees. Jonathan Villar will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 1, Jonathan.
Now here's the first offering. And he's way off balance with the swing there. His career line against Garrett Cole. He's gone 2 for 8. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a swing through on an off-speed pitch. Looked like he was actually a little late on that one.
I love the aggressive approach at the plate, but if you're not seeing the ball, maybe you have to take a step back. You find yourself with 2 strikes, absolutely battling for your life right now.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Lifted down the line in left.
Those are the pitches in the game that you don't get back as an offensive player. I know it's easy sitting up here in the booth calling the game, but he'll be thinking about that one for a while if he doesn't get a hit in this at-bat right here.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Yeah, and as a starter, the last thing you want to do is let a team answer when your guys just scored a run for you. So he's thinking ground ball right here to try to get a double play and end this threat.
Back to the top of the order now, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. Now the first pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1. 1 run on 3 hits and no errors on the Mets line score so far. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
And he looks at one in there, 1-2. Nimmo connects out to deep right field. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center, his second of the game, and the Mets have come back to tie things at 3.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
So here's Francisco Lindor now.
Francisco.
And right into the shift. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Now here's the pitch.
Ball 1.
And some action out in the Yankee bullpen now as a right-hander starts to loosen up. Base is empty here with nobody out. Fouled off. Here comes the 1-2. And he shoots this back into center field for a base hit.
Now batting, number 6.
So here's Jeff Mcneil as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 0-1 on its way. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Hit down the line at first. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
Runner aboard at first with nobody out in a 3-3 tie. Struck him out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
To the plate now, Pete Alonso. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0. He's taken strike 1. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Popped up. Voit is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. So the next to bat will be Michael Conforto. 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts for him so far. He's set, and the pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Now a slider down the middle, but laid off.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
This is on the ground over to first. And that's through for a hit. They'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, they say in this game you better have a short memory. Well, that's obviously the case with this batter. He came into that third at bat after getting his ticket punched twice and was able to get a single.
So now to the plate, J.D. Davis. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. High and deep down the left field line. And that nearly broke our tie, but instead it's a foul ball. Here's the 0-2.
The count is 1-2.
These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
Ball 2.
Now 2-2, 2 on, 2 out. This is when you have to make a pitch right here. The last thing you want to do is run the count full to 3-2. Then the runners are going to be off to the races.
Here's the 2-2. Hit in the air down the right field line. And that's going to fall for a base hit. He'll come home with it. And he will beat the tag. Safe at the plate.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D. Where you get that base hit to give your team the lead, you have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
In now, Dominic Smith, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. And they're runners at the corners now. Ready with the 1-0. That's inside. 2-0.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
The set and the 2-0. 3-0 now.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it appears that we've seen the last here in this one of Garrett Cole. So he'll depart here in the 5th after working just 4 2/3, and he's on the hook for the L unless this one turns around. Michael King answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. James Mccann will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. From the stretch. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Ball and a strike.
Hey, be on the lookout right here. Usually when a pitcher drops in a curveball for a strike looking, now he'll try and throw it in the dirt, get you to fish a little bit. I want to see where he goes here.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1 and 2. And it's fouled away. 3 runs already home here. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2 and 2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the...
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So they do get 3 that inning. That's the good news. The bad news is they leave 3 men on base. 5 innings complete. It's the Mets 4 and the Yankees 3. Tommy Hunter takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. At the plate now is Gio Urshela, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Gio Urshela.
First pitch of the AB now. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Looks like a left-hander has begun to get loose out in that Mets bullpen. A ball and no strikes. Here it is. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. And the 6th inning opens with a flyout, 1 away. Digging in will be Gleyber Torres. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First offering on its way.
No, that's low.
Hits are even at 7 apiece. Up top, it's 2-0.
2 balls, no strike.
Too high. And it's 3-0.
No surprise here that they're working around this big boy. Certainly not going to let this guy tie the game up with something fat out over the heart of the plate.
There's ball 4.
First base.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Now it'll be Aaron Hicks. No hits to this point. First pitch on the way, and he fouls this one off. The 0-1 delivery.
Nope.
Good breaking ball, but he missed inside with it. A ball and a strike. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Here now the 2-2.
Not a bad time right here to put that runner in motion. 3-2 count. You send the runner, and if it's a bad pitch, it's ball 4.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
Now batting, catcher, Garrett Cole.
So
So now here is Gary Sanchez trying here to plate the tying run from second. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
0-1. Here's the pitch. Now a cut fastball, but that doesn't threaten the zone. It's even at 1.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
The 1-1 is taken for ball 2.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
The 2-1.
Plain to see right there that the manager's sticking up for his hitter, making sure that that strike zone gets a little bit tighter. It's tough to cover both sides of the plate, and they both want that strike zone to be shrinked up a little bit.
Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss, and another strikeout.
So now a pinch hitter set to come on as Brett Gardner's grabbed the bat and moved into the on-deck circle. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. High fly ball out to straightaway center.
Waiting on it is Nimmo.
He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. A couple of walks, but no damage. Mark, Dan, and I are back with more after this. Jonathan Loizaga enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Number 43, Jonathan.
Jose Peraza is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. Now here's the first offering.
Ball, that's out. Outside, that's the ball.
Two-0 count. The pitch laid off, but in there for strike 1. The 2-1 fouled away. The 2-2. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
That was aggressive pitching in that at bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
Brandon Nimmo stands in looking for home run number 3 right here as you see what he's done so far in this one. Stretch. Here's the pitch.
Ball, that pitch is out.
Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-0 fouled off.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's MO coming out of the bullpen.
1-1 is taken for strike 2.
Put that in the memory bank.
2 strikes.
First time he breaks out a curveball right there, and it's a pretty good one.
Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
And it's fouled away. 4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. And another foul ball. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Here comes the 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Gotta love a reliever that comes in firing bullets, and his fastball is a good one.
Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. And the throw to first ends the inning. Mets go down 1-2-3, and it remains a 4-3 game. Jacob Barnes is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 40, Jacob Barnes.
Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring up DJ LeMahieu.
No, you're only down 1 right here, but the exploding stuff that's coming out of the back end of a lot of teams' bullpens. I mean, just north of 95 plus. Stuff diving all over the plate. It's gotten a lot tougher to scratch across runs against these teams' bullpens.
Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
2 balls and a strike now to the Yankees leadoff man. Into the corner and slicing foul. Filthy changeup that time, but he's able to make contact, and he'll get another chance. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
He showed right there why having a good changeup is so valuable. 2-2, and he flips one up there that the bottom really falls out at the last minute. It's so hard to pick up, and it's even harder to make good contact with.
Standing in now, Giancarlo Stanton as he rips it on the ground to second. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Can't fault the pitcher for going back-to-back changeups right there. First pitch, he swung through. Timing looked a little off. He went back. The batter made the adjustment and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Here's big Aaron Judge as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Ball hit out toward Lindor. Could be 2. There's 1. On to first, but not in time as he beats it out. Now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Luke Voigt. He grounded out last time up. From the belt, kicks and deals.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Now the 2-0 home is a fastball looked at for a strike. Popped him up. Lindor will put this one away, and his side is retired. The Yanks leave 1. Score holds at 4-3.
7th inning stretch.
Number 63 is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
Number 63.
So here is Jeff McNeil. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
The second baseman, number 6.
From the stretch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
2-0.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Here it comes.
Ball in.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
Here it is, the 3-0 is in there for strike 1.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
The 3-1. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. Again, another foul ball. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. 1 away.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
At the plate, Pete Alonso, as he will take a look at a fastball in there as that strike zone expands just a little. It's 0-1. Pitch on the way. Slow curveball like a balloon, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes up before it comes down. More likely to be a hanger when that's the case.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
Into the box, Michael Conforto,
1-0.
as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. Not quite reaching 90 with the fastball, but it's 1-1 now.
Hey, this could be a huge momentum swing for this team right here. Relief pitcher has come busting through the gates and done his job. Try and get this team back in the dugout where the offense can get rolling.
Throw on to Voit takes care of him, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Mets, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Trevor May has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the eighth.
Number 65, Trevor May.
Now at the plate here is Gio Urshela. His career numbers against this pitcher, he's 2 for 4. He's taken him deep once. First pitch of the AB now. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the break. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Next, here is Gleyber Torres. It was a walk in his last trip. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Hey, I still believe in my heart the best pitch is a well-executed fastball down and away, and that's exactly what that is. He swings at that. That's off the end of the bat. That's not hard contact at all, and that's an easy out for the defense.
High and deep down the left field line.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. The ball and 2 strikes. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Weak grounder down the line at third. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
Now the center fielder,
Digging in, the switch hitter, Aaron Hicks. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch on its way. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. And he falls behind 0-2. Good waist pitch, 1-2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1-2-3 go the Bombers. Still down a run. It's 4-3. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Luis Cessa will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Clint Frazier will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. And stepping in, J.D. Davis. Past meetings against Luis Cessa. Just a couple of matchups, no hits and 2 at-bats. set. Here it comes. 0-1 the count. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a solo shot down the line in left, and it's now 5-3.
And everyone in the home dugout just seemed to breathe a little easier. They're up 2 and only need 3 outs in their bullpen to wrap up the W. It's always nice to work with a little extra wiggle room.
To plate now, Dominic Smith. As he'll watch a breaking ball that comes back to catch the outside corner for strike 1. The 0-1 delivery.
Nope. Nope, that's the ball.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
And that hole at bat, I feel like he really didn't want to challenge him. And I'm really surprised by that because I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order you have to go right after.
Next for the Mets, James Mccann. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
And you can live with punching out with the bases empty, but in his last at-bat with 2 runners in scoring position, you cannot go down not putting the ball in play. Too much on the line, too many ribby opportunities out there to swing and miss in that spot.
Ready with the 0-1. Good breaking ball there, laid off for the second strike.
So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right.
Meanwhile now, this is trouble down that right field line. This should be extra bases. And the throw in gets away from him. And he will score now from first. And the throwing mistake there, getting the ball in, is going to wind up costing him.
Hey, Dero, that's a big RBI right there to stretch this lead to 3. Takes a lot of pressure off your pitcher going into the bottom part of the inning.
Yeah, Dan, no doubt. As an offense, all you're trying to do is put your pitchers in positions to be successful. Giving them that 3-run cushion has to make you feel good.
Wandy Peralta is on to pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. Kevin Pillar will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Kevin.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Change up low, 2-0. Lifetime against this particular arm. He's 1 for 4. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. And it ain't coming back. Into the second deck and gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as they open it up to 8-3.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
The center fielder, Brandon.
At the plate now, Brandon Nimmo, as he'll take a changeup here for strike one. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Four runs here in this half inning. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off. 1-2.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
Here's another 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Fielded cleanly. And the throw on the first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away. Next up from New York, Francisco Lindor struck out in his last trip to the plate. First pitch on the way.
Well, if you can throw it for a strike consistently, a first pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. On to first, and there were 2 down. So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. He's set, and the pitch. The 0-1 delivery. Ball. 2 out, nobody on. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
A swing and a miss there. 2-2.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Set, and the 2-2 pitch.
Helpful.
Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. He struck him out, the 3rd time he's fanned in the game. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. We've played 8 full. Mets out in front, 8-3. Jerry's Familia comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Jerry Familia.
New inning set to get underway, and the next to bat, the Dominican-born catcher Gary Sanchez. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Ball 1, no
9th
strike.
inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Now the 2-0. Ripped toward the gap in right. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And this throw gets away from him.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. In now, Clint Frazier, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. No one out with a runner at second. Little chopper back to the mound. And there's one down now. So the lineup flips over and digging in. DJ LeMahieu, lifetime against Familia. He's only 2 for 10. Here's the first pitch. There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. Hard liner to center field, and that's in there. Base hit. Sanchez blows through the stop sign, headed for home. Safe at the plate as the gap shortens to 4 now.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
Standing in now, Giancarlo Stanton, as he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees at strike one. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Comes set, and the 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Hey, that's a nice take by the batter right there, but that's a non-competitive off-speed pitch. Got to do better to at least entice a swing.
Slider can't find the zone here, and he's behind now, 3-1. Aaron Judge waits on deck. And he lays off here. A nice job. It's ball 4. First and second now with one away.
The right fielder, number 99.
Edwin Diaz answers the call from dugout as he'll try to record the final 2 outs of this one.
Number 39, Edwin Diaz.
Next up, Aaron Judge. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Nope, outside.
LeMahieu on second. Stanton is over at first with one away. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
2-0.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Got his 2-0 fastball, but he was way behind. 2-1.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Now the 2-1 pitch is a swinging strike on the slider.
2-2.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
At the plate, Luke Voigt. Swung on and hit deep to left center. This one has a chance. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 3-run shot to left center, and it's now an 8-7 ball game. That's dinger number 6 on the day between these two lineups. I feel like I'm watching home run derby here, guys.
Yeah, Matt, it's always tough to score runs here at this big ballpark in Citi Field. Heck, D-Roll, they've moved the fences in a couple of different times here to make it easier for the Mets hitters.
You know, this has been such an impressive hitting performance today by this offense, considering the fact that we're in Citi Field, although aesthetically pleasing, not for an offensive ball play.
He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1. Slow roller down the third baseline. Throw in time, and the ball game is over.
Well, it's getting more and more common in baseball now these days to use a ton of pitchers to get through a game, and it took 6 here to get the job done, but hey, they'll do whatever they can to get a W.
A close one, 8-7 is how it finishes today. New York get the win on the heels of 4 home runs. Marcus Stroman pitches well enough to get the W. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Flezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.
The final line score for this afternoon's ball game. For the victorious New York Mets, 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Yankees, 7 runs, 11 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours exactly. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.